Welcome to Knitting Step by Step, the video podcast that's been teaching you how to knit. I'm your host, Jason Block.
And I'm your knitting instructor, Ivy Reisner.
This is episode 12, Turning the Heel. At this point in your project of your sock, you should have a 2-inch heel flap that looks something like that. And you should have just finished a purl row. In this episode, we'll show you how to turn the heel.
Now, I've put a bonus episode on the feed this week about tinking or working back to correct mistakes. I've also put some extra information about the heel flap on the website www.knittingstepbystep.com.
Alright, so let's go and show them how you turn the heel.
Okay, I'm going to show you a very easy way to turn a heel. You start by knitting 16 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now you're going to do a slip, slip, knit, decrease. And I want to show you that one more time. We went over it before, but I want to show it to you clearly now. You go into the stitch as to knit. You slip it to the other needle. You go into the stitch as to knit. You slip it on the other needle. You then reinsert this stitch, this needle, into both stitches purlwise. See, I got the 2 stitches on there. See how they're on? You wrap the yarn as to knit. You pull through both stitches, and you pop both of them off the needle. You're going to knit one more, and now you're going to ignore these stitches. Instead, you're just going to turn your work. And that's why this is called short row knitting, because you're just knitting a short part of the row. You start by slipping 1 stitch, purl 1, and now you're going to do a purl 2 together. It's just like a knit 2 together. You're going to go into 2 stitches here as if to purl. Make it clear, it's these 2 stitches you're going into as if to purl. Wrap the yarn as if to purl. Pull the yarn through both stitches purlwise, and then drop both of them off the needle. You're going to purl 1, you're going to turn. Now, you're going to slip 1, just purled 1 on the last row. On this row, you're going to knit 2. And then you're going to do slip, slip, knit, knit 1, turn. So you've knit 2. Now you're going to go slip, and you're going to go purl 3. 1, 2, 3, and purl 2 together, and purl 1, and turn. At this point, you should be able to see the pattern emerging. So the next is going to be knit 4. You purl 1, knit 2, purl 3, knit 4. So you slip 1, knit 4, slip, slip, knit, knit 1, and turn. And now you're going to slip 1, purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Purl 2 together, purl 1, and turn. I'm going to show you a trick now. You go slip 1, you would knit 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see this gap between these next two stitches? It's huge. You're going to do a decrease that's going to close up that gap. And now you're going to knit 1. So you're going to turn. Now, I'm going to slip 1, purl 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again you're going to purl 2 together for a decrease, but you see that big gap there. You're going to do your decrease to close the gap, and that's going to be persistent throughout. So this time what we're going to say instead is slip 1, knit to 1 stitch before the gap,